Welcome to Resilient Runner. We're going to do a very simple 2-round strength exercise, and it's mostly going to be down on this mat here. Each exercise is 10 to 12 reps on each leg or each side. And what we're going to do is we're going to do bird dogs, dead bugs, hip abductions, high to low planks. We're going to go single leg RDL, single leg bridge, side plank with hip dips, as well as calf raises. And then we're going to go ahead and do it again. So pretty fun little workout. So grab a mat and we're going to meet down here in a quadruped position. And the bird dog is going to be opposite arm, opposite leg. And you're going to reach out as far as you can, keeping the back level. So we don't want to see that hip open. And then you're just going to bring your elbow and your knee together. And that's going to be 1. And you're going to go 10 to 12 on each side. So let's get started. Make sure you're using your lower abdominals to pull that leg in. Three to 5 more, depending on how many you're doing. And nice, that's 10. All right, we're going to go ahead and switch sides. Three more or 5. Very nice. And last one. Very good. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into dead bugs. So go ahead and lay down on your back. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to use your lower abdominals. You're going to pull your back so that it's flat against the ground, okay? You're going to bring your legs up into tabletop. Depending where you're at, this might be enough, okay? You can either do just legs, tapping one leg down and then the other, keeping that back nice and flat. So what we don't want to see is the ribs flare and the back arch, because then we're no longer using our abdominals. Or you can just keep the legs where they're at, reach back with the arms, alternating sides, or full expression is going to be opposite arm, opposite leg, reaching out to where you can, pulling it back in, keeping that back flat, keeping that core engaged. And the reason you'll know if you're keeping the core engaged is you won't feel a lot of movement at the hips as you switch sides, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do 10 to 12 on each side, but we're going to alternate, okay? Don't forget to breathe. Make sure that back's staying flat. About halfway there. Keep it going. Let's do 2 more. And nice. All right. Now what we're going to do is hip abduction. So this is going to look like the old Jane Fondas, if you know what old aerobics looks like. But you're going to be down on your side, torso perpendicular to the ceiling. You're going to have one leg bent, and you're going to extend one leg behind you, and you're going to kick up, okay? Try to keep that leg behind your torso. Feel it in the lateral glute here, okay? And make sure you don't fall over, okay? So you can even do this against a wall where you're slightly off the wall with your back, but that heel is sliding up and down that wall, okay? All right, we're going to do 10 to 12 on each side again. Ready? Go. Got 1 to 3 more. And good. Now we're going to go ahead and switch sides. Let's go ahead and flip around. Get comfortable. Let's do the other leg. Ready? Go. Two to 4 more. And nice. All right. Now we're going to do a little core. We're going to do an up-down plank. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to have your hands, you're going to be in a high plank position. You're going to go down to a low plank position and back up, okay? So I would go down and up, all on right arm. That's going to be your 10, and then you switch to the left. That'll be the easiest way, okay? So 10 to 12 each side. Let's get started. Two to 4 more. And good. If you're going to 10, go ahead and switch arms. Let's go. And good. All right. Whew. Feeling that one. Now we're going to do a standing exercise, which is the single leg RDL. I'd recommend that you take off your shoes for this one.
Sorry, I didn't see this.
All right, single leg RDL. We're going to take off the shoes, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So what a single leg RDL is you're going to keep a nice straight back, reach down, come back up. Reach down, keep that balance, come back up, okay? We're going to do 10 to 12 on each side, as usual. So let's go get started. If you fall, just stand up, start again. Keep it going. 3 to 5 more. Whoop. And just get started again. Good. And whoo. Last one. Nice. Hopefully you were a little bit better. All right. Other side now. Keep it going. 2 to 4 more. Good. And there you go. Nice. So it is a balance exercise as well, which is really great. Okay, now we're going to do a single leg bridge. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your heel in as close as you can to your glutes. Not a big deal if you can't get too close. But you're going to keep your hips parallel to the ground. Meaning that when you press out of this leg, I don't want to see your hip fall, okay, towards the ground. You want to keep them parallel. You're just going to press up and down, getting as high as you can, pressing through that glute, okay? We're going to do 10 to 12. So go ahead and get set up, and let's get going. 2 more if you're going for 12. And nice. All right, go ahead and switch legs. And let's get started. And last one. Nice. All right, we're getting there. All right, now we're going to do a side plank with a hip dip, okay? So you're going to be in a side plank position, okay? You can, if this is tough, you can have one leg in front or behind the other, but you're going to be all the way up as high as you can. You tap your hip down and back up. Tap, back up, okay? We're going to do 10 to 12 on each side. Ready? Go ahead and get set up and let's go. Almost there. That's 10. And 12. Nice. All right. Go and flip around. Let's do the other side. We all have one side that's a little bit stronger than the other. Five to 7 more. Good. That's 10. And nice. All right. Last exercise of the round, okay? We're going to do single leg calf raises. So just hold on to something. Go as high up on that calf as you can. Slow back down. Try not to use momentum, okay? So go ahead and get set up. Let's do this. And I encourage you to go higher reps on this one. So try to do at least 12. Two more. And beautiful. Go ahead and switch legs. And 2 more. Very good. All right. That's the end of circuit 1. We're going to circle around, do it a second time. Grab a drink of water, and we'll meet right back here. All right. Let's get started with round 2. We're going to start off with those bird dogs. Ready? Let's get going. 10 to 12. Really squeeze in. That's 10 on this side. And 12. Beautiful. Switch sides. That's 10. And 12. Beautiful. All right. Big fan of the bird dog. A lot of ways to make it a lot harder, progress it. So if you ever get bored, DM me and I'll show you some progressions. All right. All right. We're going to go into those dead bugs. So get set up. Bring that belly in so you flatten that back. Come in tabletop position. And let's get started. Keep starting the wrong way. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Shoot, I'm still doing the wrong way. There we go. All the blood's in my extremities. And one more on this side. If you're alternating, keep going. One more. Very nice. All right. Little rough start there with the opposite arm, opposite leg. We're going to get into those hip abductions. So go ahead and lay down on that side. Doesn't matter which one. Keep the leg bent. Let's get started. If you feel it here, kick your leg a little bit more behind your torso and focusing on squeezing that glute to bring that leg up. Halfway. Getting there, and last one. Nice. Go ahead and flip around. Other side. Doing great. 2 more for 12. Beautiful. All right. Now we do those up down planks. Ready? Let's get started. Ten. And switch. And last one. Woo! Whew, gets me every time. All right, we're going to stand up. Little break. We're going to do single leg RDLs. All right, so go ahead and find your balance, and let's get started. Takes a lot of concentration to keep that balance. Three more for 10. And last one. Woo! Nice job. All right, other leg. Ready? Get set, go. Try to keep that back as straight as possible. Don't collapse through the core. Halfway for 10. And last one for 10. Beautiful. All right, we got those single leg bridges. You're almost there. Keep it going. All right. Ready? Keep those hips parallel to the ground. Don't let them dip. Halfway for 12. And last one. Woo! Feel the booty burn. Ready? Other side. One more for 10. And if you're going for 12, 2 more. And nice. All right, we got those side planks with hip dip, okay? So get set up and we'll get started. And one more for 10. Nice. If you're doing 12, proud of you. All right, other side. Keep it going. Press up as high as you can. And one more for 10. Nice. All right. All we've got left are those single leg calf raises. Go ahead and stand up, find a wall, and we're almost there. Home stretch. Try not to use momentum. That's really hard. And good. Switch sides. So when you feel like you're kicking your weight forward, that's when you're not using your calf muscles to do all the work. Good. Halfway for 12. 2 more. Press out those toes. Nice. All right, that was a quick workout, about a 20-minute workout without breaks. So 22. Hope you enjoyed. No equipment workout. I'll see you in the next video.